Hearing from a community as they call for action to be taken against these deputies who were caught on video assaulting this woman. We'll have more on that again after a quick 2-minute break. This video has been circulating around social media showing a woman who has been identified from court documents as Esther Gonzales being punched by a deputy. There's also what appears to be a knee to her face, and family members spoke out saying that they want justice for her. They do say that the woman, who they call Isis Cauldron, has had trouble because she's been diagnosed with schizophrenia as well as bipolar disorder, has been in and out of hospitals. So we are hearing from some community leaders who are also out calling for action that needs to be taken against these deputies. Let's listen into this press conference that just took place.
The failure of Sheriff Ed Gonzalez to expeditiously do the right thing. We witnessed a black woman being beat, being brutalized, being stumped, being kicked, being kneed, being punched by all men right here at this very spot. A homeless black woman was attacked by Harris County Sheriff's deputies, and they beat that woman like she was wanted for murder. They beat that woman like she had shot some cop and she was fleeing arrest. What they did to that black woman is against, one, the law, it's against the crime of humanity, and it's against malehood and manhood, period. What man in his right mind with any degree of decency would beat a woman like that? Any citizen of Harris County that was caught on video beating a dog like that would be locked up and under the jail. It is a disgrace that Ed Gonzalez only put them on administrative leave. We say to Ed Gonzalez, administrative leave is not going to work in this case. They should be fired, and your investigation should be turned over to the Harris County District Attorney's Office, who should be doing a simultaneously joint investigation with your office, and those officers should be indicted. But you think you're getting away with it because she's a homeless black woman and you believe nobody cares. What you did to that black woman is a crime. What the Sheriff's Department did to that black woman is a crime, and those deputies should be locked up. And I must say this, to watch a black cop out here with those cops, and he too was beating that black sister along with those other non-black cops, I say to the black sheriff's deputy that did that, you are no good, low-down, dirty dog to let them do that to our sister, and you take part in it and didn't try to stop it, but you was beating it yourself also. It's a disgrace. It's a crime what they did to this homeless black woman. They should be fired, not on administrative leave, but fired, and they should be indicted for violating her constitutional rights. Dr. Candace Matthews.
Dr. Candace Matthews. I am the statewide Harris County Accountability Chair for the Texas Coalition of Black Democrats. And to piggyback off my brother, Cornell X, when I saw that video, I saw a black woman being beaten, being hit, being disrespected. The black woman is the least protected species at this point. And based on that video, it showed exactly how evident that is. I am a black woman. And for me to see another fellow sister to be beaten by men barbarically is unacceptable, it is inhumane, and it is against the Constitution. So I did have a conversation with Sheriff Ed Gonzalez, and I did express my concern. We are following this to the letter. However, those sheriffs need to be fired because that is unacceptable. That is beyond excessive use of force. They particularly did this to this woman out of anger. That is the problem. And we, the Texas Coalition of Black Democrats, Harris County, do not uphold any type of excessive use of force or any type of beating done to a black woman or any woman of any caliber. Thank you.
We'll take your questions.
Can you tell us what was the initial call for at the beginning?
We really don't know. But one thing we do know, the video has gone viral all over the world. The video is going all over the country, the United States, and celebrities are sharing the video and speaking out against this crime themselves. Even those in Hollywood, in the music industry, and actors and actresses have commented about this case. Sheriff Ed Gonzalez, you think putting them on administrative leave is sufficient to calm the anger and the concerns and the fears of the community? You're dead wrong, sir. Those cops should be fired. If your department captured anyone beating a dog like they beat that sister right here at this very spot, they would be in jail. You cannot tell me police officers punching, kicking, kneeing, and they all swinging at the same time, beating the hell out that black woman, that they're not supposed to be fired and indicted for assault and violating her constitutional rights. If you were caught on tape, any one of us caught on video beating a dog like that, we'd be in jail.
Have you been in contact with her and how she's doing it?
They have her in a mental health facility. They're refusing to release her name to the public, but we are demanding that Sheriff Ed Gonzalez release the names of all of the deputies caught on video attacking and beating that black woman right here at this very spot. We don't want you protecting them. And right now, Ed Gonzalez, your office and your department is protecting them. Release their names to the public. They are public servants paid for by taxpayers. Therefore, as a public servant, your name should be released to the community when you're caught on video violating someone's rights and committing a crime. We want to know, Ed Gonzalez, who those deputies are. Release their names.
Ma'am, you said you've spoken with Ed Gonzalez, and can you go into detail about how the conversation took place?
Okay, so the conversation took place when the video was sent to me. And then when I saw the video and how horrid and how horrific it was, I immediately texted Sheriff Ed Gonzalez with that specific video, demanding accountability and also demanding we need to know what is going to be done with this because this comes from your agency. And so he did share with me that the officers were going to be on administrative leave pending an investigation, and then also he was supposed to keep the Texas Coalition of Black Democrats involved with the process as to what's happening. So at this point right now, when we constantly see this video over and over and over, and just like Brother Cornell said, that's being shared through celebrities, through everyone worldwide, that a black woman being beaten of that type of extent is unacceptable. It's supposed to be an open and closed case at this point because that is not the training that Harris County trained their officers with use of force. I was just at a citizen review board use of force training for precinct 1 through 6 Harris County constables. And this happened on the same day. And I was just speaking of this. So again, we have to do better. Period. Accountability has to be had, because accountability breeds responsibility. And it's our responsibility as citizens to ensure that justice has to be done.
Nothing is being done fast enough at all.
Okay, my name is Dr. Darnella Wilkerson. I'm with the Statewide Accountability. This is what I want to say. In viewing that video, I immediately noticed that that woman had a mental problem. And because of the fact that our police officers and our sheriffs are not trained to know when a person has a mental problem, this is what they do to them. Instead of giving them help and taking them to a mental resource, they rather beat them. No doubt that this lady was in a mental breakdown, and they was not trained to know that she was in a mental breakdown. Right. So what they did, they beat her right here. And according to that video, she did not know what was going on. All she knows was that she was being beat, and that was not right for her. She is now in a mental place where she needs to be in. No doubt that she was not on medication, and she did not know what was happening to her. Thank you.
And I also want to add this, and to piggyback off Dr. Wilkerson, is that, and I'm sure Brother Cornell will agree with me with this, when you have a person that has a mental breakdown and you are law enforcement, it is your job to get the paramedics out here to ensure that that person that's having a mental breakdown get the proper medical care. You don't go and punching them in the face, kicking them in the stomach, and doing all of these egregious acts. That's not what you're supposed to do. That's not protocol. So we need accountability to be had, and we need accountability to be done.
That concludes our press conference. Thank you, sir.